Today is day 6 of recovering from my miscarriage, and I'm actually pretty proud of myself. I got a lot done today. I began the morning by snuggling with my 2 dogs. I think they actually know something's wrong because they've been way more cuddly than normal. My husband and I have been working on finishing this puzzle prior to me returning to work for miscarriage leave, just so that we have something tangible to remember this time by. My family is made up of stereotypical New Englanders that don't always have the best words to say or know what to say. So last night when we weren't home, my aunt came down and dropped off this thing of flowers with a Christmas tree ornament, as well as this beautiful card. And I'm really grateful for all of the ways that my family has found ways to love us, even if they're not saying specific words. We left for church early so that we could get breakfast sandwiches at this local market where my mom works on Sundays. They 10 out of 10 have the best breakfast sandwiches, so if you're in the area, definitely stop by. I love stopping in and seeing my mom and just hearing about everybody that's come in and everything that's happened. My favorite is the sausage, egg, and cheese. Highly recommend. We then went off to church. Members of my church know what happened, and I'm admittedly just not ready to talk to people yet. So we tried to get there a little late right after it started so that I could sit down. One of the things I love about attending an old New England church is these pews. I often think about who else has sat here. Has anybody else that's ever sat here experienced a miscarriage? And it was really hard for me because the first hymn of the day was Come Thou Fount of Every Blessing, which was actually a hymn that we sung at my wedding. And this is really tough for me. At my wedding, we made statements to each other, even though we may use traditional wedding vows. And one of the things that I did was named off all of the worst things that could happen in my life. And one of them was a miscarriage or a loss of a child, and told my husband that his hand was who I wanted to be holding in those times. And that's true, but it's just so hard. I just feel let down and betrayed by God that he would let this happen. And I just really don't know what to say. We had communion today, and it's really hard to take something like communion with everything that I'm going through, but I showed up, I participated, and sometimes that's all you can do is just go through the motions, even when you're not feeling it. And if you ever go to a church that has wooden pews and you're like, what the heck are these? It's to hold the communion cups. After church, my husband dug out our little free pantry after the snowstorm, and we refilled it, and we're getting a shed hopefully later this week, so I'm excited to have this chapter of the little free pantry closed. We'd also been scheduled to look at a house. I've been so excited to look at this house, especially since there's a number of bedrooms, and we found out we were pregnant, and so this kind of felt like a slap in the face, but it's a beautiful home. We then got pizza together for dinner at this local shop that my husband and I like, and I just love this man so much. And then, of course, we ended the day with more puppy cuddles. Thanks for watching.